11th 2024. The temperature at 6 p.m. for the high is 38 degrees Fahrenheit, and today is the 42nd day of the year. We are continuing with our turquoise because 38 degrees falls in the range of 30 to 39, and it's turquoise, so that's what we are going to use for today. All right, so story time in memory of my dad. So my dad is very popular. He's very popular amongst his peers, you know. I remember my uncle, my dad's older brother, used to say something. He says, we are not rich, but then when we go to places, we are respected amongst the rich. They have this personality that they are very charismatic and people like them, and my dad was very outspoken. So yeah, we are not rich, but when we find ourselves in the midst of rich people, we are respected even more than the rich. Let me put it that way. I'm not bragging or anything, but I'm just saying that's what my uncle told me one time, and I kind of agree with him, because we don't really have money, but then, you know, people know us, and they know us for good reasons, not for bad reasons, obviously. Yeah, so hey, I digress. So the story goes like this. Hey, what story was I even coming to say? See, I've missed my train of thoughts. talking too much can lead to that. Oh, I already talked about the boyfriend thing. Oh yes, I remember. So what had happened was that a relative of ours, who really didn't know me and had like met me a few months prior, thought they knew me so well, so they started cooking up stories to go tell my dad, the man who had bet me and knows me through and through. You're going to tell lies about his daughter to him. So this person thought they were going to be hailed or praised or whatever. They decided to go tell my dad that I did something. My dad said, who? I don't even know what stories they went to tell him, but one of my siblings came to tell me that this is what had happened. My dad didn't even tell me that he had done that for me, or he had done that when the person came lying against me, slandering my name. That is what I hate in my life, when somebody slanders me, like I haven't done something and you claim I have done it. It kills my soul, and the person, I guess, knew that and would intentionally do that. Growing up, that's the one thing that I hated, like someone slandering my name. So I guess this person thought they could do that. So they went to my dad and they said whatever they wanted to say. My sister said, my dad said, Marian would never do that, in response to what the person was accusing me of doing or not doing, because I don't know what the person wanted to say. Like, Marian would never do that. And I'm really glad I have a dad who knows me, because I can easily go to my dad and talk about situations that were bothering me easily. My dad was that person I would call and rant to when something happens between me and someone, like, Daddy, this is what has happened, see. And if I'm wrong, my dad would tell me, Marian, you know this thing that you did is wrong. And then if I am right, like, never let somebody talk down on you. I remember one time also when I was vying for girls prefectship at my high school, and because I was the class prefect from Form 2 all the way to Form 4 first term, people didn't really like me because I was stern. I was a strict class prefect. I won't let you speak. So people didn't really like me like that because I was really strict. So when I was going to vie for girls prefectship, and the thing is, my teachers all loved me. All the teachers loved me. It was the students who did not like me, so I didn't really care. But then the head of department of our home econs department was our class teacher, and she really liked me, Miss Vida answer. So Miss Vida was like, who in the class do you know to be outspoken and can really campaign for you? I'm like, madam, they don't like me. They don't like me in that class because I was strict. I won't let them misbehave, so they didn't like me. So madam is like, you know what, give me 2 names of people we know who are outspoken in the class. I'm like, okay, Amina is really good, and then Dorothy is also really good. I was like, okay, go and call them for me, they are going to campaign for you. So I went and I called Amina and I called Dorothy, and they came and madam spoke to them. And Amina really didn't, well, I won't say she didn't like me, but she and I had our issues in the past, because this girl brought phone to school when she wasn't supposed to, and then the phone rang whilst we were doing English class, and she didn't own up to it. So they brought the housemaster and my housemaster, and my housemaster knows me because we live in the same neighborhood. So this man, if there's a punishment, mine is more, it's worse than everybody's own, because he knows me. So they caned the whole class. So I was really upset with Amina, but then Amina is really good. She's very outspoken. She knows how to, she's charismatic. She knows how to get people on her side, you know. So I was already upset with her about that, but then, you know, I was the one that needed her help. So I went to call them. Madam spoke to them, and Amina is like, we need to redeem your image in this class because people don't like you. So I was writing names of Takatis and letting them get punished and stuff. So we need to redeem your image. So I'm going to go speak to the whole class, ask them to like talk about their grievances with you so that you apologize to them. Like, okay, I didn't want to do it, but I'm like, you know what, okay, let me just do it to please them so I can get the votes. So I did, and I mean, I did like an open forum in the class. Like, okay, anyone here who has something to say, if Marian has done anything to you, say it so that we apologize on her behalf for you. And then one girl, we are cool now, so I don't want to mention her name, but let's say her name is Araba. We didn't have any Araba in our class, but let's say her name is Araba. Araba gets up and her statement is like, people used to call me by my, I don't have to mention my name on here because I'm not using my name on here, but fine. People used to call me by my last name. I don't know, they said it sounded feminine, so all the time people would call me by my last name. I didn't understand what Nuheni means. So at that time I wasn't really offended because I don't understand the word. And then I apologized, and we moved on from that, and the whole class actually supported me. The whole class campaigned for me, Charlie. It was really nice to have that support. In fact, I had the most votes in history because I did posters. That was the first time anybody had made posters to vie for girls' prefectship. So I went all out for that position. And I got it. Okay. And I got it. So when I went home, my dad was not home, but I gave him a call. I'm like, Daddy, I don't understand this word. What does Nuheni Mubono mean? Because my dad is really good in, my dad spoke 7 languages, I think. When he was younger, his dad was a railway worker, so they transferred them all over the country. So my dad knows a lot of languages. I'm like, Daddy, Nuheni Mubono, what does that mean? And my dad said, who said that to you? I didn't even tell him somebody said that to me. I just asked what it meant. It's like, nope, don't let anybody tell you that. Go back and tell that person that you will not accept that comment because you are not like that. Apparently means you are pompous. Like, okay. So I'm like, okay, the next time if somebody says that to me, I'm going to stand up for myself because my dad says so. So the next time the same person, I don't know what happened, but the mom say, hey, hold it there. Hold it there. My papa say, Mama be allowed use them word no. Like my dad says, nobody should use that word on me. And I shut that girl up right there and then, and she never repeated it again. So that's another story time. My dad built my confidence. Like, who are you to come and tell me that I'm a bomb? Shit. So yeah, that's one of the things I remember about my dad. There are lots of good times, of good experiences I've had with my dad. Like I said, he used to be that person that I would always go to and seek for advice on anything. So I really miss all of that. You know, I miss calling him up and us talking for hours. The thing is, when I came here we didn't talk as much as we used to, but then when we spoke over the phone, we speak for hours. We speak for hours. Like, it was funny. I really enjoyed those moments. Like, we enjoyed spending time with our dad, but he was always working, or he was always away, so we didn't really get to spend as much quality time as we wanted to with our dad. All right, we are at the end of today's video. The date was February the 11th, 2024. The temperature was 38 degrees Fahrenheit, and today is day 42 of the year. So there you have it. Have a wonderful evening, and see you tomorrow for the next one. Wait, I'm gonna do the low in the granny square, but that will be a different video. So have a wonderful evening, you all.